Are you wiping off the scale?
I am. No dust. We haven't used it in forever. Dust has weight.
I just shook the table.
Don't touch the table.
Hey guys! So if you look at that sign right back there, it says day 31 of our Whole 30 challenge, which means that we are done. Like, crushed it, killed it. We were compliant all 30 days, and it was super hard, but like, we did it. So during this Whole 30, I had a bachelor party. We went
to Milwaukee and drove through Chicago, Chinatown, and didn't get anything in Chinatown.
Right. Well, we even didn't. Well, to avoid the temptation of getting delicious food in Chinatown, we did not go to Chinatown.
Yeah.
But I mean, we like did the road trip. We had Jamie's communion, and there was cake. And let me tell you, saying no to that cake was so hard. But I think it was worth it in the end. Like, I'm looking back and I'm like, it was worth it.
Yep.
MBD, no big deal.
Yep.
So, really quick before we get into like the before and after pictures, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys that Jeremy lost.
Dun, dun, dun. I lost about 10 pounds. So I went from 202.1 to 191.1. So I guess 11 pounds.
Right.
Actually, so I lost 11 pounds and I lost about 2% body fat. Still not at the ultimate goal, which is I like to be about 175, about 15%. So to get to there, if we stay on the Whole 30 again, it's about 45 days. So it's another Whole 30 and a half, which pretty doable.
Yeah.
And 11 pounds in 30 days is actually a pretty healthy weight loss. It's not doing anything crazy. So it's a sustainable thing, especially if I maintain the habits of no snacking. And, you know, I'm eating specific meals. I'm measuring out how much I'm eating so I'm not overeating, because if I eat till I'm full, that's a problem. If I eat till I'm satiated, leave a little bit of room, I'm still a little bit hungry, but that's okay, then I'm going to get my target in just a couple of months, which is pretty awesome. Actually, a month and a half.
Yep. And so I actually ended up losing 7 pounds.
That's right.
So I started this journey at 138. Right now I just weighed myself on the scale. I think I'm 131 with some clothes on. But I don't know, like, this experience was like so amazing, and I don't know, my confidence has gone up, I feel like, a little bit by doing all of this. So here are the before and after pictures.
And so this is Autumn right here, looking so fabulous.
Yep, so you can definitely tell I lost fat not only in my stomach, but also in my thighs and my butt a lot. So that's pretty exciting. And then here's Jeremy.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, same thing. I feel like you lost a lot of fat up front,
Just,
like
I
a lot
lost,
of that gut.
I would say some squishiness, you know? My neck waddles down a little bit, which is something I absolutely hate. And so one of the things they have in the Whole 30, a Whole 30 cookbook, is they have what they call non-scale victories, or NSV.
Yes.
And it's the idea that fitness really is not measured in how much do you weigh. It's also in the quality of life you're having, the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about life, your mood, your energy level, your attitude. Does your wedding ring slide on and off easily, or is it stuck on there and you're like a fat sausage casing wrapped around it? Anyways, in
the Whole 30 cookbook, if you go to page like 42, 43, and 44, it talks about these NVSs, which is non-scale victories. So for us, like, what do you feel like you're feeling? Like, what are some of your non-scale victories?
overall, I feel good. I don't feel as achy. I know we're recovering from our workouts faster, partly because as we exercise, your body gets used to stress, but with good nutrition. I don't get bloated after I eat food.
Your allergies are significantly down.
My allergies, right. Usually,
because,
the end of April, beginning of May, I am slaughtered by my allergies. So we'll see what happens doing this again in August into September. Again, I spend about 2 weeks where I'm just nerfed, and I've got to just dope myself up to be able to get through things. And nose is clear, no hay fever, no squishy eyes.
So for me, I feel like some of my non-scale victories is like parts of my skin where I usually would have really bad dry patches is actually gone. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool, like on the sides of my arms. My teeth are actually whiter. I would say, like, I feel like my teeth are whiter. I don't know what that's about. But I definitely have flatter stomach.
My clothes fit differently.
Like, I'm less bloaty.
Yeah, my shirts don't billow out from me.
I definitely know that I have some food sensitivities to like dairy, so like the fact that I didn't go to bed like with heartburn or an upset stomach or like it's not like I ate something and I was like, oh, like I'm not really gonna eat again until dinner time because I'm not feeling very well. You know, that was
that was a non-issue.
Just eating so clean, you know. So that was some of our non-scale victories. You guys saw our before and after pictures. We talked about our weight. So the final question is, are we going to do this again? Like moving forward, like how's it going to be?
This is definitely, I think, something we could do a couple times a year.
Yeah.
And also, I think it was good because it just made us both more mindful of the food we're eating, what we're doing when we go out. Like, I don't really want to eat this. I want to eat... Like, I'm finding, like, there's sugar in just the most random stuff. Kimchi, some brands of it, they put sugar on, basically, it's fermented vegetables.
Right.
Doesn't need sugar. Why is it got sugar on it?
Right.
You know?
I think for me, my taste buds have changed a lot, so I feel like I don't want sweet things. So, like, now that we're on day 31, like, we already went grocery shopping, and we didn't get anything, like, that wasn't off Whole30. I think we got cheese.
Yeah, but that was for the kids, not really for us.
Right, but I mean, like, it's not like...
We weren't craving, like, oh, let me get some ding-dongs and Twinkies and Ho-Hos and...
I'm trying to think about the things that we would, like, normally get, like, before our Whole30 grocery shopping, and, like...
We didn't get bread in a can.
I'm, like, yeah, we didn't get crescent rolls. That's a big one.
Yeah,
or cinnamon buns. I still want a cinnamon.
We're going to do a cinnamon bun, yeah.
I want some baklava, too.
Baklava.
Like, that's still a thing.
Still on the list.
Still a thing.
We didn't get stovetop stuffing. Is the one.
Yeah.
Not that we buy that all the time, but we buy it occasionally.
Or mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. We didn't get any pasta.
Usually we get those pre-made ones from like Bob Evans, which I'm sure are just full of fat and gluten and just
all kinds of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, crap. But it's really nice to be able to like read a label, like going to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Another big thing that we changed is I don't like peanut butter, but I love almond butter. Like almond butter and some apples, like probably not a day goes by that I don't go without some almond butter and some apple slices.
Yeah, and that's really, really unique because, yeah, she hates peanut butter.
Yeah.
She's like, bleh.
I didn't think that I would even like it because I don't really like almonds either, but I'm finding that I'm liking like almond milk, almond butter, just like nuts, cashews, when we make like the roasted garlic sauce.
Yeah, we have some really cool sauces. We're going to keep that going because there's some really good sauces that we made. Mm-hmm. And the food, it sits lighter, it feels lighter, and having this, you know, we eat at 8, 12, 4, and 8, and then we're done.
I don't feel guilty about eating as much as I used to either. So, because it's like, oh, if I'm still hungry, like, I don't mind going back for seconds because I know it's, like, healthy food.
Right. And you obviously need the nutrition.
Right.
Because it's not based on, there's a craving attachment to some sort of junk that's in there, yeah.
I also love Whole30 because you don't have to calorie count. Mm-mm. So, excuse me, I have the hiccups.
You're fine.
So that's really cool.
So as we go forward, we're going to make our own clarified butter. And, you know, we've got... Rather than buy the store stuff, we'll just make it ourselves. It's cheaper and it's relatively easy.
Yeah.
And just being, you know, continuing the food prep, having a sense of what's our eating plan this week, it just makes it easier. Instead of it's 8:00 at night, it's 8:30, we're both bonking and brain dead, and we gotta go home, and neither of us is motivated to cook because oh god, I'm tired. Let's just get something. And that becoming a lifestyle again. I don't want that.
Right.
And it's well, we've already got, like, after this video, actually, I'm going to go prep dinner. So when we come home, it's already 3/4 of the way done. It's just put a couple things together, heat a couple things, and we're ready to eat. It's 5-10 minutes at the most.
Right.
It's not another 40 minutes.
Yeah. I think definitely just getting in the habit of cooking at home and eating at home because, like, I think we got into such a routine where, like, we would eat out, like, 3 or 4 times in a week at least.
I wouldn't put it that heavy, but...
But, like, on Tuesdays and Thursdays when it was later, we would just, like, grab food or whatever. And then, like, we always went out on the weekends. Like, I would always go out with the kids at least once, if not twice.
That's fair.
So, I mean...
Yeah, so just better habits, better for our finances, too.
I don't know. I feel like even eating at home, we spend about the same amount of money.
Well, but we're not paying for all the eating out stuff because we're still buying about the same as we were before. but then factor in we're going out to eat 3 and 4 times. On top of that,
that's true.
you know, that puts our budget up a couple $100 a month.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, so I definitely would recommend, unless you have a huge medical condition around blood sugar, give it a try. You know, talk to your doctor, talk to your dietitian, but do a little bit of research and try the whole 30. It's 30 days, so it has a definite endpoint. It's not the rest of my life, I can never. And if 30 days sounds daunting, you can do a 15-day challenge.
Yeah, just like a 15-day reset.
And then based on how that goes, you could decide to do a second one the very next day. And then it's like, oh no, I did a 15-day challenge twice.
Okay guys, well we hope that you enjoyed this video. Now that SSS Beta is done, we will be going ahead and publishing videos on Fridays. So I went ahead and got the content schedule up. Not up. What do I want to say?
She's got the content schedule is
I
planned.
got a plan.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you have questions about Whole30 or about our experiences, you want some recipe tips, meal planning tricks and hacks, just leave a comment down below. We'd love to have a conversation with you and see where we could be a resource for you as you experiment with this as well.
Yeah, definitely. And like always, we hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.